In a world that provides you limitless options, I bet the last thing you want to do to yourself is being boxed. But when you are in the box, it makes you think outside the box. Boxstop with Pedro, brought to you by Alewa House. Boxstop, giving you real, frank, and straight to the point conversations. I always love to put C back to the class because I love to talk to classic people. And one of the persons I will be talking to on this edition of Boxstop with Pedro is super classic, super talented, and of course, he is the one and only Barnabas. In case you guys don't know, I'm talking about Classic. Classic is right here. Classic, how you doing?
Boss, permission to shake you, sir.
Please shake.
Let me tap on 19. I'll go there, sir.
All right. So, Classic, would you say that you were the reason that Finesse label went bankrupt because you didn't give them, you didn't yield profit for them?
So for every business, there's a startup, right? And first of all, I want to start by appreciating Finesse Entertainment for believing in me way back in Kano when I was in BUK studying computer science and mathematics, right? They believed in me. Shout out to Habib Funshaw in particular. So when I'm talking about a startup, I run a business right now myself, right? So at the time, what Finesse was doing, it is now that I'm understanding. That's what I'm saying. I respect them and I love them forever.
All right. Would you like to pay them some part of the money they spent on you?
Some part of the money they spent on me?
Yeah.
I owe Finesse my life. Let me explain. Maybe say, I go say, okay, no, not kill me, and everything go make the money come back. But this is what it is. Let me remove my cap. Am I okay? Am I allowed to do that?
Yes, you are allowed.
All right. This is a very, very, very tough conversation. And I'm talking directly to Habib Funshaw, the person who first believed in me as an artist and as a talented person, right? When my contract expired, I didn't go to meet him till after 2 weeks or 3 or a month or 2. I really cannot remember because it's been a while. When I went there, with my contract termination, I was like, boss, I don't come home. Contract don't expire. And they wanted me to renew. And I'm like, right now, where I'm at in my life, I want to do other things, right? Because I have younger ones to take care of, I have a family to take care of, and then at that point, that was what I was thinking about. Not like I was not making money, right?
So how much did you make for Finesse?
How much did I make for Finesse?
Did you even make
It's just
money
like saying that, how much did you pay for salvation? Can you tell how much you paid for salvation?
Oh, you're a Christian, you should answer that yourself.
So thank you. What I'm saying is this, right? You cannot quantify the amount of money. It's not all about money, oh. Pedro, that's what I'm talking about. It's not all about money. The best part of investment is human investment, Pedro.
Everyone knows that.
Thank you. So when you talk about money, you are limiting what I'm about to say. And that's what brings me back to me appreciating Finesse, especially Habib Funshaw. Like when I went to sign my contract.
Did you guys have a rift? Did you ever have a rift?
We didn't have a rift.
Are you
but
sure? Yes.
Pedro, are you my family? Would you call me family? Because you are family to me.
It depends on where you're seeing it.
No, family is family. Yeah. I'm asking you a question. You're family to me.
I'm Frank here. I asked the question.
Me to me, you're family to me. Do you see me as family?
I asked the question here, you answered the question.
I know, but we're having the discussion. Can you...
I'm asking
This is a conversation.
I'm asking you.
Okay, I'll answer you and then... Am I permitted to also ask you something as an advice?
No.
Can you advise me on this show?
I am Frank here.
You're Frank?
Yes.
Are you as frank as Sinatra?
I'm as frank as Pedro.
So let me answer your question.
You can't ask me a question. That's what I'm saying.
Let me answer your question.
Okay, good. Did you have rift? You said but. What was the but?
So what I'm saying is this. Finesse is family.
Yeah.
And why I asked you is, I said, Pedro is family to me, even behind your back. This is not me asking you a question, right?
Okay.
Yeah, Pedro is family to me. I don't know how you see me, right? And then in families, rifts are bound to happen.
But you said you didn't have rift with it.
The question you asked me is, do we have a rift? Those are
Way
two
back
different
then.
things.
Way back then.
No. Me living, I can call Habib Funshaw right now, who is my brother, my uncle, and a father to me, and then we'll talk properly. And as a father to a son, when I said I wanted to leave, and that was where I was taking you to, I took my termination contract paper to him. He looked at it. I didn't believe he was going to set me free because a lot of money was spent. That's why I was talking about human investment.
All right.
And that is why I'm going to. I'm not done, sir. I'm not done. You asked me a question. I'm
Let's
answering your
move from
question.
there because
Can I finish answering your question, sir?
I've been able to get what I'm looking for.
What I'm saying is, there has been rift. Right now, there's no rift. But everything.
What was the nature of your rift?
The nature of my rift is somebody who believes in you, somebody who has always believed in you, and somebody who still believes in you. That's your elder brother, and you say, no, Kai, boss, I feel this other way is. It's just like how we talk with our parents now. They're from different generations. They're not facing what we're facing. I'm like, boss, can we do this thing? Like, can we do things differently? And then sometimes, how I am raised is to follow the leader. And I've done that 80% of the time. But times that where I've learned from my father has learned from me too. And that's why I respect Finesse.
But do you believe that he who pays the piper dictates its tune?
Then you didn't hear what I said before I started. That's why I'm saying that there's no rift right now. And that's why I said I can
so
call
what
him
happened
right
to
now.
you and Chocolate City?
So, Pedro, you called me here to set me up.
This is just asking you a question.
That's okay. You said you're frank. I'm going to be very frank with you.
Are you guys cool?
We're cool. Audu is my uncle. Yahaya is my uncle.
So
Paul is my uncle.
Why
Emma
is it
my
that
elder
you are
brother.
always moving from one uncle to the other?
Because to me, it's about family. That's why I asked you, are you family to me? Because you're family to me.
Is it not about business?
Thank you. So I'm
Would
taking
you
there.
would you go to the bank if your uncle works there and you go and withdraw money because your uncle works there?
So, these are two different things you're saying.
All right. So what happened?
No, I'm coming.
So
No,
what happened?
you are rushing me,
No,
sir. You're asking me. You said I shouldn't ask any question, and you're asking me, and you're not allowing me to answer you.
I just want you to tell me what happened to you and Chocolate City.
So let me start from here. Along the line, when I talk about family, there are people that turn to your family, even if it's business that first joined you guys. So now let me answer your question. I wanted to say that, so I had to say it.
Okay.
Because you said I should be frank, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Nothing happened between me and Chocolate City. I think every man at any time has the choice. There's human rights in Nigeria, right? Of course.
Know.
In the world, there's human rights.
You should know.
Yeah. There's freedom of speech, freedom of decision, as long as there's no conflict. My dad is a professor. I was raised right. Anywhere you go to, don't leave dents, don't burn bridges. So what I'm saying is, in this interview, I'm not going to look like the person that ditches people. And even outside this interview, I'm not going to look like that. Ask about me. So nothing has happened. We're still family. Emma was around January. They called me. I was there for the writing camp. If we're not in good terms, would that happen?
Maybe you're personally cool with some people there. But
cool.
As a company, you might not be cool because it didn't work out.
So now it brings me to exactly what I just said. I was raised right.
Right.
A bridge is not just a bridge. There are like 50 poles holding a bridge.
All right.
If you're not good with one pole, the bridge will fall.
Would you consider yourself a superstar looking at the level that the likes of Psycho YP and Odumodu Black are? Would you say that Classic is bigger than them? Would you say Classic is not just for the North? Would you say that Classic has cut across?
I have just one answer to that, right? When you talk about cycle wiping, you talk about all these people, those are my peoples. Those are my G's, like, right? Like, we talk all the time. But I have just one thing to tell you. In the last 6 years, you won't ask me this question. So let's leave that to time and chance. There are questions that even me and you cannot answer. It's time and chance that will answer.
Okay,
but
so
some of us are immortal. We will never die.
all right, which brings us to your
We will
latest,
never die.
your latest effort,
Yeah.
procrastination.
Exactly.
It's like you have a problem with it.
I have a problem with who?
You have a problem with procrastinating. You
I have a
do
problem
that
with-
a whole lot. Like, when last did you release a body of work? A lot of people. Do you even have an album?
So now
When last did you release?
So now can I even tell you something? Like I always tell my peoples, right? If you're close to me, I always tell you that. This is what my dad told me. He always says, a problem shared is a problem half solved. And why I call this project procrastination is people have been asking, where's Classic?
Exactly.
Farwani, what's this? If the house is not in order, the children will be lost. I have people under me that I'm working on. And I'm talking to you, Pedro, as my elder brother and my friend. My career depends, other people's careers, like, it depends on me. If I fail today, they failed. So I had to make sure I put everything in order, get my logins. Okay, when money is coming from Spotify, when it's coming from Apple Music, like Procrastination, exclusively on Spotify, they did the release for me.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And that had to do with some law, like some cases and everything. But that is what a father does in a family. I'm not saying I'm a father, but I'm just putting that in this figure of speech. Like, when they come to attack your house, maybe your children will carry gun. I don't promote violence, but I'm saying whatever you need to do to protect your children, like the whole North is looking up to me. And if not for this platform that I have now to explain to you why I've been away for a while, people will know. I was away to get my logins, to get my freedom from some people.
Like?
Nah, I'm trying to be frank right now. Me speaking
And being
names,
frank
me
means
speaking names right now will not be frank. What I have to say is, shout out to everybody that has really impacted in me. I will never forget. You know me, I'm not that kind of person.
So
But
how
then-
do they
but
get
we
this
learn.
particular project? And it's an album.
It's on
also in
Spotify, it's on
works.
Apple Music, and visit me on IG Classic ClassiQ already. You already know.
So are we going to
YouTube,
get an
everywhere.
album after you're done?
Baking Bature is ready. Baking Bature means black white man. Pedro, you're on the album now. You made the album. Okay, let me use this opportunity to tell you that you made the album.
Well, how much are you paying me for it?
How can
I'm
I-
being frank.
Can you pay God? What
Well, I'm not God.
no,
I'm just a
no,
child.
I know. But what I'm just saying is, we're not going to discuss this on camera. But you know, the news I go do well now. You understand? But what I'm just saying is this: thank you for bringing me to this platform. As you can see, from the beginning of the interview till now, I've been emotional. I've not had this outlet to actually let people know what has been going on.
You're already sweating.
Yeah,
so
I'm
let's
sweating.
just get it done.
I'm a very emotional person, and I'm happy.
And cross the
I'm
T's
happy.
and
I'm
say
happy that finally people
our
outside will get to know that
BYAs.
okay, I've been the Kefarua Kena. So, but right now it's music till the end of days because that's all I know how to do.
All right. Classic has been giving us some classic answers to some tough questions. And,
Did I do well, sir?
Well,
I
that
think
is
I might have to come back.
that
That's for them to
that
judge.
is for
I mean.
everyone
Yeah.
to know. So go to the comment section and just drop your comments right there. All right. It's been an amazing ride. Super shout out to Mr. Acho Yusuf and everybody that has been part of the production crew, and not forgetting Alewa House for making this possible. I'm out of this place.
You don't even give me chance to me say make I get out the place. Make I shout out you, sir.